You lose most heat through your head. This winter lie has made millions freeze unnecessarily for decades. What I'm about to prove will completely destroy everything you think you know about body heat. This truth will blow your mind. How many times have you been told, "Put on a hat or you'll freeze to death"? How many winter outfits have been ruined by mandatory ugly hats because someone insisted you lose most heat through your head? This body heat loss myth has controlled winter fashion and outdoor activities for generations. But I'm about to reveal shocking thermal science that proves this belief is mathematically impossible, and show you what really keeps you warm in cold weather. Where this heat loss fear originated? This head heat loss percentage myth started with a misunderstood military study from the 1950s. U.S. Army researchers tested heat loss on soldiers in Arctic conditions. But here's the crucial detail everyone missed. They measured heat loss while the soldiers wore full winter gear, except hats. Of course, their heads lost the most heat. It was the only exposed body part. It's like testing which part of your house loses heat while all windows are closed except one, then concluding that window is the problem. The study results got completely misinterpreted and spread through survival guides, winter safety courses, and parenting advice. Soon, thermal regulation myths became accepted fact, without anyone checking the original research conditions. This body temperature myth became so embedded in culture that even medical professionals started repeating it without verification. What thermal science actually says? Get ready for your understanding of body heat to be completely revolutionized. Your head represents only 7 to 10% of your total body surface area. Basic physics makes it impossible for 7% of your body to lose 40 to 50% of your heat. The U.S. Army actually corrected their own misunderstood study years later. When all body parts are equally exposed to cold, your head loses heat proportional to its size. Not more, not less. Real thermal imaging studies show that your torso loses the most heat because it has the largest surface area. Your arms and legs combined lose more heat than your head ever could. But here's the most incredible proof. If head heat loss percentage were really 40 to 50%, people with shaved heads would be constantly hypothermic in winter. Bald men would never survive cold climates. Scandinavian countries are full of people who spend time outdoors, hatless, and maintain perfectly normal body temperature. If the myth were true, these populations couldn't exist. So what actually determines how much heat you lose? Surface area exposed, wind speed, humidity, clothing insulation, and your body's core temperature regulation system. Your head isn't special, it's just another body part. The reason hats feel so effective isn't because your head is a magical heat loss zone. It's because covering any previously exposed skin dramatically improves comfort. Try covering your hands instead of your head in mild cold. Similar effect. Your body prioritizes keeping your core organs warm. When you're cold, blood flow reduces to extremities, hands, feet, and yes, your head. But not because your head is losing more heat percentage-wise. The winter clothing myths industry has sold billions of dollars worth of specialized headgear based on this false premise, smart cold weather strategy. Here's what actually keeps you warm. Layer your clothing, cover exposed skin based on comfort, not fear, and protect your extremities where you actually feel cold first, hands and feet. Wear a hat if you want to, but don't panic if you forget it. Your head won't turn you into a human popsicle. Focus on keeping your core warm and protecting areas that genuinely feel cold first. In fact, moderate cold exposure to your head can be refreshing and help you acclimate to winter weather better. But here's something that will completely shatter this myth forever. Wim Hof, known as the Iceman, regularly spends hours in freezing conditions with minimal head protection. He's broken multiple world records for cold exposure, while proving that proper breathing and mental techniques matter more than hat obsession. Traditional Inuit peoples survived in the Arctic for thousands of years, often with minimal head covering, using knowledge about real thermal regulation instead of following made-up heat loss percentages. I just liberated you from winter hat tyranny and gave you the real science behind staying warm. If destroying thermal regulation myths helps you enjoy cold weather fearlessly, subscribe to MedLife Simplified. Next, I'm busting the myth about whether carrots actually improve your night vision. And this wartime propaganda story will blow your mind. Click here.